It's time to climb aboard and see what Miss Bev and Mr. Rick have in store for us today with our Bible adventure.
Oh, hi there. I'm decorating for a party. Why don't you get some of the party decorations that might be in your kit, and you can decorate your room. We're going to play the theme song. Well, you do your decoration, and if you run out of time, just pause the recording here until you get done and then start again.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Oh my goodness! Look, somebody decorated my house. I don't even know why. It looks like a party. I don't know if I'm invited or even if you're invited. But as long as we're here, we might as well sit down. Today we're learning about Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. Jesus' first followers, the first Christians, had sort of an inner circle. But they didn't try to keep anybody out. They invited everybody in. After Jesus died and came back to life, he went back to heaven. His followers and friends told as many people as they could about Jesus. You heard a little about that when we talked about Peter and John. And then those people told people, and then those people told people. Well, you get the picture. pretty soon lots of people believed in Jesus. Let's look at the Bible. Again in Acts 2:42. The believers studied what the apostles taught. They shared life together. They broke bread and ate together, and they prayed. If you get your Tracking with Jesus book, page 42 and 43, look at the pictures with people on the bottom. How would you describe what you heard and see in this picture? In other words, what do you think they might be saying? There's a guy there, and he's kind of looking at the guy coming into the door. Maybe he was saying, "Welcome, hi." And it looks like they're giving some bread away. Isn't that nice to be able to share their food? And I'm sure you can think of other things that go with those faces. So they're eating together, they're praising Jesus together, hanging out together, and sharing with each other. Jesus' power made those believers good friends, and they wanted everyone else to join them and become friends of Jesus. Let's celebrate what we've learned about Jesus and his power this week so we can tell other people what we've learned. I see there's gift box here. Oh, there's a hat. Don't you love a party hat? See if I can put it on. There we go. Inside each of these boxes, I understand, is a clue to remind you of one of the week's totally true Bible stories. See if you can figure out which story it's pointing to and what that story told us about Jesus' power. Well, I love big boxes, don't you? Look at this big box. Wow, isn't that pretty? Let's see, I expect a big present. Oh my. Which story was this about? Somebody say Ananias? You're right, it was Ananias. Remember, he was afraid to talk to Saul, and this was his disguise? And he reminded us that Jesus' power helps us to do hard things. Well, that was in a big box. Let's see what's in the small box. Oh, coins. Which story was that? You're right, it was the man who couldn't walk. And Peter said, "Get up." And he was able to walk. And that reminds us that Jesus' power helps us to be bold. Well, let's see what's in this box. Yum, yum. The sea biscuits. Do you remember where we were when we did that story? You're right, we were on the boat. And Jesus' power gives us hope. Remember that story? Oh, there's a fourth box. I wonder what's in here. Oh, a heart. Well, that's nice. I wonder why we have a heart. And it looks like an invitation. It's for all of us. Jesus wants to be friends with everyone. And Jesus' power helps us to be good friends. I get it. This is a friendship party. We're here and Jesus is here too. Most good parties have decorations. We got that. Most good parties have good music. We've got that. And all good parties have great conversation. And we've been having that too. A heart is a symbol of good friendship. And we've become good friends this week. If you have a heart in your kit, or maybe construction paper, or just any paper, you could make a heart. It's pretty easy to do. You could draw it first if you want, but I just take scissors and I just dark cut. You know, it's got 2 bumps on the top. See if we can make 2 bumps on the top. And just bring it back down to the bottom, and sometimes I have to kind of straighten it out. That's sort of a good heart. But what I want you to do once you have your heart is to give the heart to someone in your house. And when you give it to them, I want you to please say only nice, positive, and kind things to them. You might say, "Wow, Mom, you just really cook wonderful, and you love me so much." Or maybe Dad, or maybe your brother, or your sister, or a babysitter. Because Jesus' power helps us to be good friends, and by telling people nice things, that's a good way to be friends. When we give our hearts to our friend Jesus, we get a lot of other friends too. We get each other. Jesus said that when we treat each other as friends, that shows other people who don't know him yet that he's real. I'm going to ask Mr. Rick to come in so we can just show you a little bit about friendship. When we're friends together, it sends a signal that Jesus is with us and that we know him. It's a signal that others can see that we're connected because of our love for Jesus. But when we disconnect, it goes out. That sparkle, that signal just goes out. Our friendships matter. They help us show Jesus' love to others, and we can show Jesus' love to one another too. But when we don't let Jesus help us be friends, we lose our power. It's important that we stay connected with other friends of Jesus. If this is your church, I hope you'll stay connected with friends here. If you go to another church, that's a good place to find friends of Jesus too. And if you don't go to church, you're welcome to join us here. However you do it, stay close to other friends of Jesus. And remember what we've discovered about the power of Jesus. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Yeah. Jesus' power gives us hope. Jesus' power helps us be bold. And Jesus' power helps us have good friends. It was fun being with you for Vacation Bible School, and I'll see you later.
We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.